Hello, this is Bodas from Wisdom for Dominion, and in this video I'm going to show you 10 simple and practical tips to help you read up to 16 books a month, and I guarantee you they'll cover you minimum 4 books. The fact is, reading can sometimes be really boring, and that's the reason why many people don't read. But that's because they don't know the secret steps to take to get you covering more books than usual. So right now, let's go and look straight into them. Remember to subscribe. Let's get started. Rule number 1. Give yourself a good reason to read. You need a drive, something that is going to get you going even when the book gets boring. Find a good reason for you to read. Identify the benefit of reading. How is reading these books going to affect you positively? Is it going to improve you in your career, in your academics, in your knowledge about a subject? Once you get to have those positive benefits in your mind, it becomes a drive for you to read. So, rule number 2, you must read what you are passionate about. One of the most difficult things to do is to take a book that you have no passion about and you're trying to force yourself through. And the high probability is you're going to leave that book halfway. And nothing is more traumatic than looking at a book you haven't finished and you're not even interested in finishing. So get the subject which you're passionate about. And if ever you're forced to read a book because of a particular assignment or a particular work which you must accomplish, then you must put the benefit of reading that book in your foremind so that it gets you going. So rule number 2, read what you are passionate about. Rule number 3 is that you preset your reading map. At the beginning of every month, what I do is I select all the books I want to read for that month and I write them down and organize them. So I know which book is coming after which, and it's more interesting to put the more exciting books after the less exciting ones, so that once you're going through the less exciting ones, the more exciting book is your motivation. So preset your reading map. Rule number 4, practice a 1-hour daily reading plan, minimum 1 hour, because you need a strategy, and 1 hour daily at a particular same period every day is going to be very helpful. And an average book is 200 pages. If you practice reading just 1 hour each day, at the end of each week, 7 days you've covered the book, and in a month you see you've covered 4 books. So just reading 1 hour a day, the same hour every day, you're going to have 4 books at the end of the month. Rule number 5, listen to audiobooks. If you read 1 hour each day to cover a book a week, so listening to an audiobook 1 hour each day will also get you to cover 1 book each week, and put that together, that gives you 8 books a month. And an easy way to listen to audiobooks is when you're doing routine tasks, the kind of activities that don't demand your reasoning. Maybe you're going for a jogging or you're doing house chores. I personally have associated in my brain regular boring chores to very exciting things because I always listen to exciting audiobooks during that period. So I'm more excited doing my house chores now because I'm listening together with audiobooks. Rule number 6, use soft copy books. The interesting thing with soft copy books is you can carry them in your phone, your computer, your tablet, and once you find yourself in any opportunity, maybe on a flight, in a train, in a taxi, you can get to cover a few pages. Even in a waiting room, instead of sitting there and getting mad in a traffic, you get to be looking at a soft copy book, and that will get you covering more pages. Rule number 7, read multiple books at once. Many a times a book gets boring after a while, and it's important at that time to switch and take another book. Why? Because with time you can come back to that other book. But if you force yourself on one book, you can easily get stressed up and give up on reading that book. So get your reading plan, get your reading map, and start with about 2 to 4 books and get them all along, switching and switching and switching. Rule number 8, you must practice the noble art of knowing finishing. Of course, when a book gets really boring and you try all your effort, you're wise enough to give it up and get a new book. Don't, instead of wasting all your time trying to force it through. And the big whoop is that even when you force a book, you never really remember what you read in it. So when you give all your effort, you switch the book and it still doesn't go, my friend, it's time to give it up. Rule number 9, strategize the placement of your books. See yourself like a conqueror who has to conquer 4 to 16 books a month. So it's important you place your books in strategic places. You can place some in the restroom, in the toilet, in the sitting room, wherever you know you spend time. And you see, when you find yourself there, it's easy to get your hands on a book and get going. You can spend up to 15 minutes in the restroom, and that's enough time to cover a few pages. Why not? Rule number 10, find a reading partner. Someone you can read with, or at least someone you are accountable to on the number of books you read. And it's more exciting when the person is reading also. So it becomes like a challenge and you're both going together covering books. So you are motivated. You want to be accountable. You want to have responsibilities laid on your shoulders to cover those books. So those were my 10 practical tips to getting you covered from 4 to 16 books a month. So try them and let me know about your comments and your questions in the comments below. Of course, this list is not exhaustive. If you have any tips that have worked for you, I'm really curious and excited to learn from you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and you can check our website wisdomfordominion.com for these articles, and check the video description below for more exciting stuff. I've selected a couple of videos here for you. I'd love you to check them out and you're sure going to love them. See you in my next video.